I'm Dave from Boy in a Band. Let's find out, beyond a shadow of a doubt, which country in the world is the worst one. There's been all these wars for ages now, and I think it'd be all better for everyone if we could just pick someone to make fun of. So we're going to take a look at Nation Master, where you compare countries on just about anything. However, last time I did a video like this, I got one comment here which had a good point. Just put on my glasses. Nation Master's data is a bit out of date and contains data from very few countries. Wikipedia has, in most statistics, more and more recent data, if anyone wants to research these kind of things. I think that's a good point. Fair enough, Ata Juan. It is Juan, isn't it? Well, Mr. Juan, I really appreciate when people in the comments are constructively critical like that. I got a few different sources that we can take a look at. We've got UNICEF over here, UN data, the World Bank, OECD, which is going to be a good one, your boy Wikipedia. We can use Wikipedia to double check our sources. So I was thinking today, instead of checking stereotypes, we're going to look at which countries are the worst at a bunch of things, then pick the one that we think is the worst overall. And by we think, I mean me. All right, so what's a bad thing? What have we got here? Crime, murder rate, GDP. Yeah, that's the worst thing in the world. If you don't have money, what are you doing? So it looks like the EU is just ahead of the US. This is 2012. I'll bet you Wikipedia's got the new numbers. 2018 from the International Monetary Fund. At the top, we've got the US. The US has actually overtaken the EU now. That's interesting. But down at the bottom, most importantly, past all this, you have little baby Tuvalu. Hey! They've got our flag in it. I just had this thought that, oh, that's cute. And then I remembered that's probably because of some horrific colonization. Yeah, very cute. Tuvalu. What's Tuvalu all about? Okay, it's over here. All right, so we're heading into Tuvalu. Oh, it's like a bunch of different islands. What's this one? That looks nice. Oh, it's got a supermarket. How about that? Let's hop into the supermarket. Bloody hell. Why don't they make that much money on tourism? Maybe they need to upgrade their boat. It's a nice looking place. Yeah, I'm guessing it's just because it's one of the smallest countries. Formerly known as the Ellis Islands, is a Polynesian country in the Pacific Ocean. Is it actually the smallest country? Hey, it's your boy Monster Rat. All dependent territories or constituent countries that are parts of sovereign states are shown in italics and not assigned a numbered rank. Okay, so these are independent states. So unless you're counting Vatican City, which has its own source of income at the expense of small boys, you've got Tuvalu at the bottom. Okay, fair enough. If you've got the fewest people, you're probably not going to be earning quite as much money. Tuvalu's like chilling, they're doing their thing, but what about GDP per person? GDP per capita. Here we go. Luxembourg is at the top. Of course. Okay, Japan's all the way down here. I'm surprised at that. I would have guessed Japan was doing better than the UK. This is from 2018. Modern numbers, Mr. Juan, and Germany. Yeah, Germany's doing better than the UK these days. I find that fascinating. Germany and Japan both decimated after the war, like with all this money that they had to repay. And now they're doing better. Well, Germany is, not so much Japan. That's not why we're here. We're here to make fun of the worst. That's a good idea. Probably someone who's currently in a war zone. Oh dear God, yeah. Let's all make fun of South Sudan. Yes, what specifically is going on? South Sudan is acknowledged to have some of the worst health indicators in the world. In 2004, there were only 3 surgeons serving South Sudan, with 3 hospitals. And South Sudan probably has the highest malaria burden in sub-Saharan Africa. They also have a water crisis, refugees, they had a famine in 2017. Yeah, not doing too great there, South Sudan. Is there a war going on there at the moment? Yep, looks like it's still going on. Perhaps that's why it's a little bit difficult for them to get their GDP up. Bloody hell, that's incredibly sad. So I've got Microsoft Paint here, and I'm going to draw a little picture of their flag so we can remember that they're the worst. Okay, all right, what we got? Okay, a little triangle, perfect. Black bit, red bit, green bit, and a nice pretty little star. Jaden Animations, watch out, I'm coming for your job. All right, so we've got a person, and I picked yellow because I thought it was the color of money, in case anyone thinks there were any other reasons for that. Okay, so there we go. South Sudan, GDP per person, not great. So we've done that. What else is there? Let's hop over into OECD for a second, see what things they've got here. Transport, what have we got? If this is not England, this is done incorrectly. I was once on a train and the train just stopped on the way back from London. The person came over the tannoy with this really kind of sarcastic expression and told us that there was a cow on the line. So we had to wait for the cow to move, and it took a long time. That was a slow cow. But yeah, those are the kinds of problems we have with our infrastructure in England. Let's look at some of the data about the infrastructure stuff. This is such a cool video. Hey guys, let's research the infrastructure of various countries. Okay, maybe we can figure it out by looking at the colors here. New Zealand has 163 billion. Kenya has 184. Cambodia. Okay, we've gone down to 59 billion. Yeah, again, this is not really fair, is it? This is just like the smallest countries. We want to find the ones like kind of per person who's the most efficient. If we were just making fun of the smallest country, it'd just be like, hey guys, let's make fun of Vatican City. Haha, look at this fool. Look at this dude. Oh, look at me. Oh, I'm religious. Look at my hat. It looks like a candle. I'm really good at roasts. First one I incidentally click on urges homosexual priests and nuns to be celibate. Or what? Or what, Pope? Or leave. Okay. Yeah, cool, Pope. Hang on a sec. Hans Rosling did a TED Talk where he talked about a website that was really cool for this kind of thing. Rest in peace, Hans Rosling. He's bloody awesome. One of the coolest statisticians I know. Gapminder, that was it. This is a way better site. Yeah, population total, the Holy See. So, we've got population there. We've looked into GDP. Ages. This is interesting. Which country is the oldest? Okay, before we do this, let's head back and add the Holy See, Vatican City flag, who are the worst at having people. That's the Vatican City flag. Oh, dear God. Here we go. We got like a little yellow bit, and then a white bit, and then a couple of keys. Alright, this would probably have been better done in Photoshop. And a crown at the top too. Oh, nice. Sick clip art, bro. This here is the ground, and this is where there's no people. So that's what that means. What's next on the list, fellas? Let's look at the age. Country average age. Okay, this is done in 2017. So the oldest people are in Monaco. That's where people go to die. Followed by Japan. Yeah, Japan's the one who has that massive issue with not enough young people able to support the old people. So they're all working super hard on developing robots to prepare for that issue. Where's England on this? Here we are. We're down at in our 40s. All right, so over here in Niger, they have the lowest rank. Jesus Christ. 15 is the median. That's got to be a lot of like child mortality and stuff, hasn't it? The child mortality rate in Niger is high, 248 per 1,000 due to generally poor health conditions. They're probably the worst for that. Okay, Niger down on this list. Definitely a good thing to make fun of. The fact that this poor freaking country has the highest child mortality rate. And then the orange dot in the middle. I'm doing this one all right. Cheers, Niger, for having a good flag that's nice and easy. And then a little picture here of a dying child. I tried to make him look okay, and the child is sad because he's dying. Sorry about that, Niger. Next up, list of average human height. Here we go. This is the important stuff. Average male height. Dinaric Alps? This is a region, not a country, right? Yeah, this is a region. This is a country. Bosnia and Herzegovina? Herzegovina. Oh my god. I don't think I've heard a voice-to-speech that's that robotic before. Is that just what Bosnian people speak like?
Herzegovina.
See, the Arabic one's all nice and bouncy and up and down, and then Herzegovina. Okay, Bosnia is the tallest. 6 foot average. I think that's pretty much what I am. I'm either 6 foot or just over 6 foot from what I remember. I'm a little bit smaller than PewDiePie. So the worst country at being short is Bosnia and Herzegovina, but the worst country at being tall is Indonesia. Seriously, the average is 5'2" in Indonesia. When was this data taken? Okay, there are issues with the data here. There's issues of sampling bias and self-report values, so it could be wrong. Let's see if we can find better data on this. Height per country. I'm just realizing we kind of dove straight into like the most depressing topics immediately. The world's tallest and shortest countries. Yeah, again, Indonesia. Tallest countries, Netherlands, followed by Montenegro. When I think of Netherlands, I watch Hearthstone because I'm a cool dude. And I think of this dude, Thijs. He always looked short, but maybe, like, looking there, he actually looks tall. Maybe everything I thought was wrong. Everything I believed was a lie. What? No way is he 14. Never mind. I'm getting off track. What about shortest? Again, Indonesia. So the worst country at being tall is Indonesia. Indonesian flag, come on. Seriously, that's the flag. That's the laziest flag I've ever seen in my life. I'm surprised I don't already know this flag because it would have been so easy to store compared to the Vatican City's one over here. It just looks like you're not really trying. Maybe it's because the people who were like drawing on the flag couldn't really reach properly because they were too short. All right, come on, Indonesia. In you go. And a little short person. Like he's trying to reach towards the flag to add something more to it. That's a very bland flag. Everyone that I've ever encountered from Indonesia that's messaged me has been very kind. And here I am ripping into their boring ass flag. Come on, is your anthem a little better, at least? All right, I'll give you that. That was pretty sick. You know what? I'm going to add something to the flag for you. What is Indonesia famous for? Clothes. Wait, is coffee one of them? Oh, right. Historically speaking, coffee was traditionally named after the port it was exported from. Thus, coffee from Java was called Java coffee. And that's why Java has become a synonym for coffee, like slang. I didn't realize that. So Java is a port in Indonesia. I didn't know. I thought Java would come up with a programming language probably takes a little bit more precedence in Google. Okay, no, Java port is also a programming term. Java port Indonesia. Okay, Java is a place in Indonesia. All right, understood. There we go. Much better. Isn't that a cooler flag? Doesn't that kind of say a little bit more about your country? What's an interesting little negative one here? We can double check the obesity rates. That's a fun one. Obesity rates by country. Okay, more recently we've got Nauru. I've never even heard of Nauru. The US is up there. Oh, and Saudi as well. And the UAE is up here. So is fat Arabs a stereotype? This is not very conclusive. Maybe Google Images is not the most accurate research tool for this particular issue. Okay, so this source says Nauru. This source also says Nauru. Over here we had American Samoa, but also Nauru. Tiny island country in Micronesia, northeast of Australia. Australia. Not northeast. I can't do it. Australia? Northeast of Australia. I'm making myself cringe, don't worry. It's not just you. I'm northeast of Australia. Ugh. I need to hang out with Max some more.
We could contribute to society with these eggs.
We could contribute to society with these eggs.
Fuck off!
Fuck off. Never mind. I'm getting off track. So Nauru, formerly known as Pleasant Island. Why ever would you change the name of your country if it was previously known as Pleasant Island? By measure of mean body mass index, Nauruans are the most overweight people in the world. 97% of men and 93% of women are overweight or obese. The world's highest level of type 2 diabetes. That's horrible. I heard of an airline, I didn't know if it was Hawaii or what, but they had so many overweight people flying on it that they had to start charging people by weight. Samoa Air. It was American Samoa. A Samoan airline that has become the world's first carrier to charge passengers according to their weight has defended its policy. People wishing to travel with Samoa Air have to submit their weight, including luggage, when booking to calculate their fare. Booking a flight with us is as easy as inputting your approximate weight into our online booking engine. Don't worry, we will weigh you again at the airport. Wow. I mean, it's fair. That's what the airline is paying for. It means that the people who work hard on maintaining their body weight don't have to pay as much. It isn't very nice for the people who have genetic issues that cause them to be overweight. I don't know if it's quite the same in Samoa Air, but in Nauru, with 97% of men and 93% of women being overweight or obese, some of them are going to be not due to physical or mental disorders. So Nauru, that's a cool little flag. I've not seen that one. Nauru, worst at being a healthy weight. Boom. Oh, excuse me, Nauru. There we go. And they've got their little white star. And they are the worst at being a healthy weight. So here we go. Perhaps one more data point, and I think we're getting there. What's a new thing we can take a look at? Divorce rate. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Divorce is never a bad thing. Divorce is always there because the relationship isn't working and they need to find other people in order to be happy or whatever. So where countries are not divorcing, it can't possibly be that all the people in those relationships are happy. They're just not admitting it. The country that divorces the least is clearly the one to reference here. So divorce rate by country. Divorce rate by country. Okay, the lowest. India. Let's check the OECD one. Chile is the lowest here. So that one says Chile. That one says Sri Lanka. And there was another one that said Bosnia and another one that said India. Is that a cat? Hang on. Quistis here was having a little bit of a fight through the window at a neighbour's cat. Hey, it's okay, Quistis. You're going straight back. Okay, normally I have to leave the cat out of this room. However, for now, she's going to stay in. Where's India on the Wikipedia one? Oh, it's all the way down here. These are all different data sources. And alright, screw it. Let's just go with the one that's the lowest on Wikipedia for now. And just understand that it's probably not accurate. However, we're still going to pretend for the purposes of this video that it is. Sri Lanka, you are the worst at admitting when your marriages are not going well. Because it's not possible for them to be all good. You're not better than everyone else, Sri Lanka. Stop acting like you are. That's a flag and a half. This flag has a dragon holding a sword. This flag has like another extra flag over here. This is what frickin' Indonesia should have done. Pop their flag here and then add another flag of a dragon holding a sword. Alright, Sri Lanka, get on the list. It's like a maroon there and then a dragon holding a sword. Perfect. Alright, so we've got two people here, hands on their hips, and they both have wedding rings on. See, they're unhappy, but they're married. We've done a lot of important research today. We found out that South Sudan is the worst for GDP per person. Niger is the worst when it comes to child mortality. Hope that helps a bit, Niger. Vatican City is the worst at having people. Indonesia is the worst at being tall, and also at having cool flags, but that one doesn't really count. Nauru was the worst at having a healthy body weight. And finally, Sri Lanka, with the lowest divorce rate, is the worst at admitting that their relationships are not going well. So what we have learned overall today is that there is no worst country in the world. Well, that's disappointing.
Mate,
What? Hello, Davo.
hate these shoes,
Well, I won the bet you made last time we visited, so you have to wear them.
but they're uncomfortable. Go buy me a new pair. Something with lights in.
Okay. Wait, why can't I get into my account?
Because I fucking hacked it, mate.
What? How did... What?
Mate, there's 4 types of people in this world. People with bad passwords, people with good passwords they use on every fucking site, people with good passwords they write down somewhere, and fucking me. And mate, you are not fucking me.
Well, no one can argue with that. How can I become you?
Fucking Dashlane, mate. It's a password manager, autofill for annoying online forms, VPN with country selection, and dark web monitoring to see if your data is being bought and sold on a dark web. Sorry for doing that, by the way.
Wait, did you just say you sold my personal information?
Oh, water under the bridge, mate. But if it happens again, yeah, Dashlane has breach alerts if your account is compromised. So if another fucking stupid tech company gets hacked by another smart, handsome man, then Dashlane will be all like, oh, watch out, mate!
But what if Dashlane gets hacked?
Okay, mate, imagine I've got a bank, yeah, and you come in and open a vault. But then someone wants to break in and get your pennies. But oh no, they fucking can't, because they ain't got your key. And I ain't got your key. Only you got your key. That's fucking Dashlane, mate.
That does seem pretty secure.
Mate, unless me and him come to your house with a fucking knife, your information is safe. Safe as a fucking whistle.
Where's my phone gone?
Go to dashlane.com/boyintheband for a free 30-day trial of Dashlane Premium, where you can try out all of these features for yourself. And if you like it, use code BOYINTHEBAND at the checkout for 10% off.
Seriously, I can't find my phone.
You don't need 3 or 4 different tools. Just Dashlane. It does it all with one big package. And it's cheaper than having a million different fucking things, mate. It makes strong, complex passwords for every single account you own, works on all your devices. Give it a fucking go. And let me know when the shoes I ordered with your debit card arrive.
What? You stole my...
That's dashlane.com/boyintheband. Coupon code boyintheband. Bye!
Sup, bitches? It's Oopsie time. Yeah, welcome to Oopsie Time, the time where I take a look at all the things I got wrong in the last video, leave the things I got wrong in this video in the comments down below, and you'll be in the next one probably. One of the big oopsies, trying to understand how to correctly refer to women in today's modern, respectful age. Do you have a particular preference?
Okay, call me whatever.
I'm fine with being called a girl. I refer to men as guys. Women sounds like I'm about to be pandered to. I prefer women. I find girls patronizing. Thanks for asking. So if you call females girls or women, you're offending someone. And also, women and girls are fine, but if you pull out a females, every woman on earth dies a little.
don't.
Okay, every woman except for one. I actually dug through and found one that no one complained about.
Okay.
Girls and women are both rude. You have to call them broads, trust me. So broads. How do you do the 20s voice? Can you do it?
Hey, bro. Look at all these bra.
That's it. Look at all
I
these
can't do
broads. Anyway, that or your omnipotence. Oh, whammon. Everyone also liked the word whammon. Broads or whammon are the respectful terms. I hope we've learned something today. Probably the biggest mistake I made.
Oh.
Yeah. So, OkCupid must have bought sausageparty.com and redirected it to a competitor's dating site. That's hilarious. Yeah, it turns out they didn't actually buy the site. If you go to sausageparty.com...
Don't go to sausageparty.com. I don't want to see that.
I kind of feel like we owe it to them.
Why? Don't put that in your browsing history.
You ready?
What? No! I don't want to see this. Especially not with you.
Fine. Just because my sister's here, I'm not going to go to sausageparty.com.
You're welcome.
To verify, I did not go to Plenty of Fish. I wish I did go to Plenty of Fish. I went somewhere much, much darker. So do not go to that website unless that's your kind of thing.
You should probably apologise as well.
It was an honest accident, but I am sorry for not checking further. Oopsie! Oh, did you get a tattoo? You think we got it? We're done?
Yeah, I think we got it.
Oopsie for the oopsie time, the AI that plays Dota 2 is constantly getting better. If I remember correctly, last time they showed it off, it could play any character and only had a small number of banned items. So we're oopsieing the oopsie.
Deception.
Oopsception. Looks like the Dota 2 AI is getting better, so we can be a little more worried. What is it about her that gets more attention than her? Someone was pointing out that the photographs, one was lit better and stuff like that. So photo quality. But they're both rated same attractiveness. Could be that if you're the same attractiveness but one photo quality is better, that could be a factor, and I think that's fair. There were quite a few different things that were not taken into account. Plenty of Fish, OkCupid, Tinder, and Match are all owned by the same company called Match Group.
Source.
So yeah, the same company owns a bunch of these different dating sites now. In 2015, Plenty of Fish was sold. It was a competitor when I made the joke about Sausage Party. Again, don't go to sausageparty.com. Don't go unless you like sausage parties. Oh yeah, here's a stupid one I made. It looks like the women who get the high response rate are the vampish ones. Vampish. How vampish is she? I think he's looking for the word emo. The word vampish is not meaning looks a bit like a vampire, like my assumption was initially. Vampish is actually a word denoting or characteristic of a seductive woman who uses her sexual attractiveness to exploit men.
Terrible people.
You could argue that first woman was looking a bit more sultry than the second one, who was looking a bit smilier. Maybe that's the thing that polarizes people rather than the emo-ness, or in addition to the emo-ness. Oopsie again. Probably the biggest mistake I made, and a lot of people commented about this.
Yeah?
I don't know, mate. Garfield's looking pretty hot in those pictures, not gonna lie. Garfield is pretty thick, not gonna lie. I am so glad this is the worst it got. I thought I'd give you a chance to test your roasting muscles. Because this person here said, I've seen 2 mistakes. Dave and Hannah wrecked.
We were both planned.
Sick roast. Your hair is looking more pink than red. Actually, it's more orange than red. Shut up!
That's what I said.
Shut up! This is red. Whoever's editing this, color correct. It's
doesn't.
red. Oopsception to the 3rd degree. Going back several videos now. I referenced this footballer Bobby Moore and went to an interview of him to check his voice, and I said he sounded like David Beckham. Turns out that wasn't Bobby Moore. What shocked me was there were 0 people who noticed that. In several videos now. All of you know as much about soccer as I do. I think that's about it. In conclusion, be yourself. Bye.